Hello my beautiful jewels and gems. This video is for those of you women who are already married. Last week I posted a video about finding a husband. If you would like to watch that, I will link it at the end of the video. And I would love to know how many of you are married and how many of you guys are looking to get married, okay? I will be putting a poll on my website. You will see the link below. Please go on there and vote and let me know. Are you married? Are you not married? Just so I have an idea of, my subscribers and where you stand in that. So these 10 tips that I have for you are really going to help your relationship to grow and for you to feel confident and make your husband happy. However, everybody's situation is different, and it could be a lot of things that you might have to work on that I may not cover in this video, but that doesn't mean that these 10 tips will not help you. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the video.
You got problems in your life and you need advice. All you gotta do is ask Chauntel.
So to be a good wife, you have to meet your husband's needs and make sure that he feels loved. That's just in general, okay? If you can do that, you're going to have a happier marriage. But I know you really want me to break this down, so I've got some notes here. So if you see me moving my hands, you know why. Because I want to make sure that I hit all of the key points for you guys. So you got to be attentive to him, and that means to look for his nonverbal cues. Did you know that less than 90% of communication is actually verbal? That means that more than 90% of communication is nonverbal. And if you are not paying close attention to how he is interacting with you and how he is speaking to you with his body language, then you're going to find it very difficult to really understand how he's feeling by just listening to what he's verbally saying. You have to look at the entire picture, okay? It's very important that you are a good listener. Being a good listener means that sometimes you have to kind of put your own pride aside, your own ego aside, and you have to listen to what he's saying and really take it in and really apply it. You have to also support his dreams, okay? And that means be there for him. Show him support in the way that he needs you to show him support. If you are just, talking at him and not listening to what he needs, you're missing a huge part of what's going on there. Stroke his ego, okay? Men need their ego stroked. We know that, okay? So make him feel good. You know the things that he needs that make him feel good. So do those things for him. Just like we might need a compliment here and there, they also need a compliment, okay? Follow the Bible's rule of not refusing him sexually. There may be times where you may not want to. You may just be like, dude, get away from me. I cannot stand you right now. But you have to give to him sexually in the way that he enjoys being given to sexually. And that's a whole area that people have to work on, but it's something that you have to actually actively work at, and you have to just do it, okay? Bottom line. Ask him what he might want from you. It may be something that he's not getting from you, and you may not even be aware that he's feeling a certain way about it, but you'll never know unless you ask. And when you ask, you open up the communication for finding out what it is that he desires from you, and there's never a question mark or a gray area in what it is that he desires more from you, okay? Make sure that you spend quality time with him. Find out what that means to him. For some people, that means just sitting on the couch with me and we both can work. For others, that means we need to go out once a week or more than once a week and spend quality time, date night. Some people like hiking, just whatever it is that you two enjoy doing together. Make sure that he is, enjoying his time with you. So you need to do things that he enjoys. So you guys are doing it together, and you have to find a common ground on that. Speaking of common ground, here's another tip. You have to learn how to compromise. Sometimes you may not always get exactly what you want all the time, and he's not going to always get exactly what he wants all the time, but you have to meet in the middle. And if you can learn how to do that, that is going to help so much. And lastly, find out what his love language is and make sure that you're communicating with him with that love language. There is an amazing book, if you haven't read it, it is by Gary Chapman. It's a Christian book. It is 5 Love Languages, and it is an amazing book that pretty much walks you through and explains to you that we all have different ways of communicating and showing our love. And if you are not showing your partner their language, you're not communicating in their language, then even though you may be trying to show your love, they may not be feeling or receiving the love that you're putting out. So it's something that actually we both have to work together in this. This is not a one-sided thing. Relationships require 2 people and they require great communication. But to be a good wife, you have to meet all of these needs. And there's more. The best guide to having a great marriage and being a great wife is the Bible. But I hope that these 10 tips helped you. And if you guys have questions, as always, feel free to email me at askchauntel@gmail.com. That is askchauntel. And don't forget to go vote on that poll, because I want to know, are you guys married? Are you guys single? Oh, and please leave comments below if there's any tips that I missed out on that you would like to share with other married women. Please leave them below. And even if you're not married but you think that you have an amazing tip that you would like to share, we would love to hear that as well. Alright, you guys, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Hugs and kisses. But you always got to be looking cute, you know, and doing what you need to do to keep yourself up, because you just never know when you might run into this guy.